my most amazing artists. I hope you are having an awesome day today. Welcome to week 2 of our Fireflies in a Jar project. So last week we drew our cute, adorable little firefly with some friends and some nature-y details inside of our jar. Now the background is looking a little bit plain, so we are going to create a new background for it today. So I'm going to set this off to the side. We're not going to use this again until next week when we put it all together. And I have a brand new piece of paper in front of me. And since this is a brand new piece of paper, I'm going to write my name anywhere I want to, and then I'm going to flip it over so now my name is on the back. And the way we're going to create this new background for our Firefly jar is we're going to do a marker painting, which is one of my favorite things to do because it's just so magical how you can turn marker into paint. It's so cool. The only thing is that you have to use a washable marker. Nearly all Crayola markers are washable. Just double check the packaging and you're good to go. You're just going to need one color of marker, a little bit of water, and a paintbrush to do this marker painting. Since we are going to be using water, I do have a messy mat under my work just to make sure I don't get any mess on my table. And that is everything you're going to need today to do this really cool marker painting. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to start coloring this entire piece of paper using my marker. Now I've chosen this beautiful turquoise color, which is kind of like a blue-green color, but you can do any color for your background that you want to. And the way I'm coloring is I am using the side of my marker. You see how the marker, the top of it is kind of like a triangle almost. I'm not using the very top of the marker, I'm using the side of the marker. And by doing this, I'm able to cover up a lot of space at once. If I just use the very top of my marker, look how skinny that line is. It's gonna take forever to fill up this entire paper. So I am going to color with the side of my marker to make a really thick line, and it covers up the paper a lot faster. Trust me. If you have never tried this before with a marker, you have got to try it today. Use the side of your marker to color this entire paper. Now it is a little bit scribbly, but I'm just going from the top all the way to the bottom. And it's okay if we leave a little bit of white space because in a second we are going to paint some water on top of this. And any of those white spaces that you see up there are going to be filled in with our marker. Because when you add water to a washable marker like the one we're using today, it turns into kind of like a watercolor paint, which is really, really fun and a really cool technique that you can do at home. So my goal right now is to color this entire paper using my one color. For me, I've chosen blue-green, but of course, like I said earlier, you can do any color that you want to. And it's okay if you leave a little bit of white space, but try to fill up most of it, okay? Has Miss M filled up most of her white space on her paper? Yeah, I have. I also went all the way to the edges. The top, the right side, the bottom, and the left side. I tried to fill up most of my paper with my color. After you fill up most of your paper with your colored marker, then we're going to set the marker off to the side and we're ready to add some water. And what I'm going to do is I am going to dip my paintbrush in the water. I am not going to squish my paintbrush because our paintbrush is like a beautiful ballerina. She loves to stand on her tippy toes. The hair down here on our paintbrush, those are our ballerina's tippy toes. We want to make sure she's always standing upright. You never, ever, ever want to squish her tippy toes because then you will break her little tippy toes, and that is not very nice. So please make sure you are taking care of your paintbrush today while you are doing your marker painting. So I'm gonna take care of my beautiful ballerina paintbrush. I'm just gonna grab some water and I'm gonna start adding it to the top of my marker. And I'm just going back and forth, all the way across my paper. And you can kind of see that up here, our marker is starting to bleed into our paper. It's starting to cover all of those white spots that Miss M left behind. Because remember, when you add water to a washable marker, it will turn into paint. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a little bit of water, painting it on my paper, getting some more water, painting it on my paper. Am I squishing my paintbrush's tippy toes? No, I'm not. I'm making sure that my ballerina paintbrush is dancing across the paper just like a real ballerina would dance across the stage. And I need to grab more water when your paintbrush starts to get dry. It means that she's very thirsty, so you need to grab a little bit more water at a time. And I'm going all the way down to the bottom, all the way off the edges, and look at that beautiful painting. It almost looks kind of like the beach, like the ocean, the water in the ocean. It looks so pretty, and I actually am looking right now and it looks like I missed a spot, so I need to grab a little bit more water and fill it in. After you have colored your paper with your marker and you go over your marker with some water with your ballerina paintbrush, then you will be done for today. Now we have to let this dry 100%, so then we are ready for next week, which is the last step of our Firefly in a Jar project. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I can't wait to see how your marker paintings turn out. I know they're going to be amazing because you guys are amazing. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.